Hey, welcome to Ganny's Story Time. I hope you've been before, and if you have, thank you for coming back. And if it's your first time, I hope you enjoy it. A lot of people use these stories for bedtime stories, but you can also use it for stories in the day. And today I'm going to read to you Suppose You Meet a Dinosaur. Now, this is a book about manners. Judy Sierra wrote this book, this story, so that means she's the author, and Tim Bowers is the illustrator, which means he did all these very colorful pictures. This book was published by, let's see, Dragonfly Books up in New York. They take the stories and they take the pictures and they put it into a book so you and I can read it. And it looks like this little girl's at the grocery store with her mother. And look what she sees. Suppose You Meet a Dinosaur. This is a book about manners. You're shopping at the grocery store, and surprise! You see a dinosaur. This doesn't happen every day. So what are you supposed to say? What would you say to a dinosaur? Hello, I'm pleased to meet you. It's like kind of the right thing to say. You wouldn't look and go, what are you doing here? Because that would be rude. But hello, I'm pleased to meet you is a kind thing to say. Now, imagine the dinosaur is standing by the bathroom door and you have to pee. She is in your way. What is the proper thing to say? Should you say, hey, get out of my way? No. You should say, excuse me. That is the polite way to say, oh, I need to get by. Now, commotion is in the produce aisle. The dinosaur upsets a pile of apples and they roll away. If you pick them up, what will she say? Would she say, quit helping me? No, that would be rude. She says, thank you. Because she liked the help. She needed it. She dropped those to bump those apples over and she needed help. So she says, thank you. Now, your shopping cart, it begins to spin and it dings the dinosaur on the shin. She roars a terrifying roar. What do you tell the dinosaur? Should you say, you were in my way? No, you would say, I'm sorry. She didn't mean to bump into her with the shopping cart. I've done that before to my grandchildren. Mediddle and Hash Brown and Jumpin' Jack, or their mom just bump into them accidentally. You say, I'm sorry. And then you be more careful. The dinosaur then gives you 4 banana chips, which you adore. She asks you, would you like some more? How do you answer the dinosaur? Yeah, give me all you got. That would be rude. And you want more, so you say, yes, please. Because the dinosaur offered them. See, and she's sharing. Now, you want to buy some butter brickle. Yikes! You need another nickel. The dinosaur says, here's a dime. What are the magic words this time? You didn't have enough money for your groceries, and you needed a little bit, and she gave you some. What do you say? The kind thing to say would be, thank you, here's your change. Would you like some of my butter brickle? That would be the kind thing. Well, the dinosaur cannot eat brickle. Brickle makes her tonsils tickle. She doesn't want it, even slightly. How does she let you know politely? Should the dinosaur say, no, I don't want nothing of yours? That would be rude. The dinosaur says, no, thank you. So if you don't want something, you don't go, oh, I don't want it. No, thank you is the kind way. That's using your manners. Okay? Let's see what else happens. You find her glasses on the floor and you hand them to the dinosaur. She smiles and says, why, thank you, dear. What words would the dinosaur expect to hear? What should that little girl say if the dinosaur said, why, thank you? You say, "You're welcome." That's polite, that's kindness, and that's manners. Well, out the door of the grocery store thumps the friendly dinosaur. She's waving as she drives away. I'm sure you know the words to say. And the little girl goes, "Goodbye. It was nice to meet you." Because that's kindness. And that is how we should be to our friends and the people that come to our house. So, that book about manners, if you would like to get that book, you can go to thriftbooks.com and you can look it up online. I get a lot of books at Goodwill and the Salvation Army. You can get them at yard sales. You don't have to buy new books, but when you do get a book that's been used, look through it and make sure the pages are not torn and make sure they're not written on, okay? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this story. I wonder what I'm going to be reading next. And maybe you should check out one that I just read, Rabbit Stew. It's on the online, and it's just waiting for you. Okay? Good night. And this is for Hash Brown, Mediddlin, and Jumpin' Jack. I want to give you a kiss because it might be your good night story. And then for everybody else, thank you for watching, and I hope you watch another one of my stories. Bye-bye.